All right, I'm John Myers. I'm here at the RCTV 19 studios. Got a special guest in the studio for you here today. Local musician. He's been called a blues prodigy online. John Clayton White. Thank you for coming to see us. How are you?
Thank you. It's
Uh,
good to see you.
yeah, I appreciate you coming down. So you came to us from Tupelo today, is
Yes,
that right?
sir. Tupelo.
And tell our audience. So how old are you, John Clayton?
Well, I'm 13 years old now.
Did you just turn 13 here
I just
recently?
turned 13 here in March.
Okay.
Yep, we celebrated that in Nashville.
Wonderful. Were you getting to play guitars up there?
Hey, that's one of them.
Is that where you got it?
Right
Okay.
over here, that's one of them.
Well, we'll talk about your guitars here in just a moment. So you are part of the 662 band. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
How long have y'all been
I think
playing
about
together?
3 years.
3 years?
I started when I was 10 years old, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Great. Well, how long have you been playing? You started that when you were 10, but I assume you started playing guitar before that.
Seriously, I started playing when I was maybe 8 years old, but I've always been making some kind of music. Probably when I was 3 years old, maybe pots and pans,
Just
like
making
fake
music?
guitars, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So when did you tell mom and dad, like, hey, I'm ready? Give me a guitar. I want to play this thing. Is that kind of how?
That's kind of how it went.
How it started. What was your first guitar?
My first guitar was a little Fender Squire.
Yeah, Squire.
Like somebody gave it to me actually, and I played the heck out of it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Well, we just heard you a minute ago. You can play the heck out of it. I like it. Where do you go to school?
I go to TCPS over in Tupelo in the Belden area. Tupelo, it's a Christian school.
Yeah.
You know.
Are you in the music? Do they have a music program? Do you do any music with the school or just outside of the school, your own thing?
Yeah, outside of the school mostly. We don't have much of a big music program there.
I got you. So back to the 662 band. How many members are in that band? Who are some of the other members of that? I assume you're the youngest one in this band. It's not a lot of people your age.
So there's 4 of us. We have a guitar and lead guitar for me, rhythm guitar, bass, and drums.
Okay, cool. And how did you just know these guys, or did they just kind of?
Yeah. So one of the big things that helped me become who I am today is I went through the Mississippi School of Music with my mentor and teacher Tony Wayne Hooper, and he has helped me a lot throughout my years, and he's also in our band.
Okay, cool.
He plays guitar.
Okay, so he's the rhythm player for the band. Do you alternate? Do you do the singing? Do you alternate kind of singers?
Yeah, we alternate.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. What made you want to kind of step out into, because you played at several shows. I know you played at Blue Canoe in Tupelo, and I've seen some clips of you from some other places. So did you start the band in hopes of doing some touring?
Yeah, hopefully eventually I'll be on the road somewhere, but we play a lot for sure. We've played all around Mississippi and the Delta.
Yeah.
And
home of the blues. Yeah.
We're about to come.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about that here in just a moment. Got a show coming up. So tell us, where is your favorite previous shows that you've done over the last couple of years since you've had the band together?
So recently, probably my favorite show was Blue Canoe.
Yeah.
Honestly,
there's been a lot of big names play at the Canoe.
And we played there the year before, but this show was especially good. Just to me, I loved it. The crowd went crazy, I guess.
Yeah.
And it was super fun. Our first gig was actually in Amory at a place called Smoking Bros.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what got us started.
And I've seen, too, that you've played at a couple of festivals, Memphis maybe, and New Orleans. Is that correct?
One down in the Delta, I think.
Was that Indianola?
Indianola, yes. Yeah. They call it the NOLA Festival.
Okay. So. It was the NOLA. That's where I got NOLA from. When I saw it, I pegged that to New Orleans, but it was in Indianola. I got you. And so tell us about you've got an upcoming show. That's why you're here, really, is to talk about your show that you've got coming up Friday night, and that's at
the Corinth Coliseum.
And what time are you coming on?
We're coming on hopefully 7:30. There'll be a warm-up band, I think starting at 6 maybe, something in there, and we'll exchange. We'll get our stuff on the stage, and we'll get going about 7:30.
About 7:30 for you guys. And who's the band that's opening for you?
The Band of Jones.
Yeah, and they're a Tippah County product. We're filming this here at Ripley, Mississippi, and they're from just north of here, Walnut and Columbia. It's kind of where they were found from. Who are some of your guitar influences? Who are some bands or musicians, guitar
Yeah.
or singing, either way?
So some of my biggest inspirations recently have been Stevie Ray Vaughan, BB King, and just all those greats like that. And also the newest one is Kristen Kingfish Ingram.
Yeah. So he's another
He
young
was a
blues
prodigy.
player. Prodigy. Yeah, he kind of started real young and has
Mm-hmm.
gotten out there. Well, we have a couple of the hill country blues. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that style of the blues, which is here. R.L. Burnside and his offspring Cedric and Gary have played here, and we've interviewed them actually here at the station. They won a Grammy here not too long ago, so that may be an aspiration you have to
sure.
get to that level of
Yeah, for sure.
of performance. So tell us about the guitar that you got for your birthday here.
It's it's a Fender Strat. I've always loved Strats. I probably played 20 or more in Nashville, and sometimes you just got to find the right one.
That's
you can
true.
You can play 50, and they won't play like that one guitar.
That one, yeah. So it's an American made Strat, I'm assuming.
Strat.
Yeah, that's
right.
a great guitar. So in the future, where could you see, where do you see yourself in, say, 10 years? In 10 years?
10 years, I hope I'll be on the road touring. I hope I'll just be living the life. This is what I want to do as my job, 100%.
Well, it's great to figure that out young, I suppose.
got big dreams.
Well, good. Sure. I'm glad to hear that. Well, I hope they all come true for you. So tell us about besides the show that you've got coming up this Friday night at Corinth. Do you have any other shows in the pipeline?
Yeah, so
that you got coming up?
Yeah, on May 10th we're playing at Roosters Blues House in Oxford.
Oh, wonderful! Yeah, I love Roosters.
That'll start at 9:30.
Okay.
Which that'll be fun for sure. And we're coming back to Tupelo, and we're playing a few festivals in here. We're playing a festival in Tupelo, and we're coming back to Amsterdam. I don't know all the dates, but the recent ones like the May 10th and the April 19th. I know that.
You know those. Well, great. Roosters is a great opportunity maybe to introduce your music to a new audience. You get out there and play.
First time in Oxford.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Wonderful. Well, I love Oxford. Ole Miss. Hotty toddy. So, let's see here. Where can people find more information about you online?
Well, we have a website, John Clayton White Music, and we also have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
All the places people.
John Clayton White Music.
Yeah, just look up John Clayton White Music, and he will play something that if you like blues, I've listened to several of his things online. It's really great, and so I really appreciate you coming to talk to us today. So again, this Friday they can find information for that. Can they see that on your website? The information for and I know you can buy tickets at www.corinthcoliseum.com, I believe, and I think they're $15 online and $20 at the door.
$20 at the door, that's right.
And so we actually have some information about that online on our social media. You can find it there that we've shared about it. If you're not doing anything this Friday night, come out and see John Clayton White. He will entertain you along with his band. And I know Band of Jones are great, so several of our listeners are very familiar with him. Well, really about it, all I had for you. I appreciate you coming. You are going to play a little something for us while you're here, right?
Sure,
wonderful. Well, again, I'm John Myers, John Clayton White. He's going to pick up this guitar. He's going to play just a little bit for you. Give us just a second. Let him get set up. Here he comes.
are flooding down in Texas. All of the telephone lines are gone. Well, it's all flooding down in Texas. All of the telephone lines are gone. Been trying to call my baby, Lord, and I can't get a single sound. Well, dark clouds are rolling, man, and I'm standing out in the rain. Well, dark clouds are rolling, man, and I'm standing out in the rain. There's dark clouds rolling in. It's so bad to drive me poor insane. All right, thank you.